JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, Senton businessman gunned down at home. A Senton businessman was shot and killed at his home in Homestead, Limehall in the parish on Saturday. He has been identified as 42-year-old Vincent Latty. The Senton Bay police report that about 9:50 p.m., Latty had just returned home with his family and parked his motor vehicle along the roadway. His family went inside while he closed the gate. Shortly after, explosions were heard. The police were alerted, and upon their arrival, Latty was seen lying in a pool of blood with gunshot wounds to the body. Hanover police believe feud may be at the center of murder of two men. The police in Hanover are theorizing that a feud may be behind the gun slaying of two men in separate incidents in the parish on Saturday. The deceased men have been identified as Nicky Cunningham. Otherwise called Luddy, a 37-year-old labourer of Saxham District in Green Island in the parish, and 34-year-old Anika Pinnock, who was unemployed. In the first incident, Cunningham was a customer to shop in Prospect District, playing a game at one of the machines, when explosions were heard around 6:55 a.m. The perpetrators are unknown. The police said Cunningham is the cousin of Glenshane Miller, who was shot and killed in the District of Friendship in the Kingswell police area on March 21. In the second incident, Pinnock was shot and killed inside a barber shop around 1:45 p.m. in the District of Friendship. Reports from the Green Island police are that Pinnock was attacked by a lone gunman who entered the barber shop and opened fire, hitting him. Another man was injured in the incident. Investigations are ongoing. Several suspects detained in connection with attempted robbery of Beryllium guards. The police have detained several suspects in connection with Saturday's attempted robbery of a Beryllium armored vehicle in Albion, St. Thomas. A Beryllium security guard was wounded when armed thugs carrying high-powered rifles attacked the guards who were delivering cash at an ATM and Western Union outlet yesterday morning. The guard sustained minor wounds after the bullets struck his vest. Head of the JCF's Corporate Communications Unit, Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, said that investigators are hoping to make an early breakthrough on the case. One of the getaway vehicles crashed while being pursued in a high-speed chase by the police. A second vehicle was later found abandoned with blood stains, suggesting that one of the robbers was wounded. Hanover four-vehicle collision leaves one man dead. A 37-year-old man is dead, and the driver of a Toyota Voxy on the run after allegedly causing the collision of four vehicles along the Great River Bridge in Hanover on Saturday morning. The dead man has been identified as Randall Paragon Singh of a Hopetoun district in St. James. He was driving a Honda Civic that was reportedly hit by a Toyota Voxy, overtaking a Toyota Hiace en route to Hopewell, Hanover from Montego Bay. Paragon Singh died on the spot, while occupants of the other vehicles were taken to hospital. The accident occurred at approximately midnight. Reports are that Paragon Singh was driving towards Montego Bay when he was forced to swerve to avoid a head-on collision with the Toyota Voxy. It appears that the vehicle still collided, causing Paragon Singh's car to spin several times on the road. A fourth vehicle was hit in the accident, resulting in a backup of traffic along the Great River Main Road. Commanding officer in charge of Hanover, Senior Superintendent of Police Sharon Beeput, confirmed the incident but was unable to say much at the time. Bartender arrested following gun and ammo seizure. A woman is in custody following the seizure of a gun and several rounds of ammunition at a bar in Lower Ward Close in Kingston on Friday. Reports from the Constant Spring Police showed that about 7:40 p.m., lawmen conducted a joint police-military operation in the area where the suspect was seen sitting inside a bar. A search was conducted, and a P80 9mm pistol, loaded with a magazine containing 13 rounds, was found on a shelf under the counter of the bar. The bartender was arrested, however, her identity has been withheld pending further investigations. Alleged Klansman Gangster freed of gun-related charges. Kevin Malcolm, who is alleged to be a reputed member of the Blackman faction of the Klansman gang in St. Catherine, was on Friday freed of gun-related charges in the Home Circuit Court. He was acquitted after no case submission was made by his attorney, Donahue Martin. McCollum was accused of shooting at the police during an incident in 2020. Prior to his arrest during an operation at the Oakland Apartments complex in St. Andrew in 2021, McCollum featured prominently on the St. Catherine North Police's wanted list. He was wanted for the 2019 murder of Jason Brown on Chins Avenue in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, and was also a person of interest in several other incidents of violent crimes committed in the St. Catherine North Police Division. Woman tricks lover into believing she had his baby. A woman reportedly tricked her lover into believing that she had given birth to their child while he was overseas, then conned him out of more than $700,000 before forging a death certificate for the fictitious baby, received a suspended sentence, and was ordered to make full restitution when she appeared in the St. James Parish Court on Wednesday. Roxanne Linton pleaded guilty to forgery and uttering a forged document before presiding parish judge Sasha Mary Smith Ashley. According to court records, Linton was romantically involved with the complainant, who had gone overseas on the farm work program. During his absence, she informed him that she was pregnant with their son. The complainant is said to have wired her approximately $750,000 over a period of time to finance the baby he thought he had. When the complainant returned to Jamaica to meet his purported baby, Linton informed him that the infant, whom she claimed was 3 months old, had become ill and died. The complainant became suspicious after Linton handed him a death certificate, prompting him to visit the clinic at the Cornwall Regional Hospital, as well as the Lepenos Funeral Home. Both entities informed him that no record of such a baby existed. It was subsequently revealed that Linton was never pregnant and that the death certificate was forged. The complainant reported the matter to the Area 1 fraud squad, and Linton was arrested and charged. After the allegations were outlined, Smith Ashley asked Linton if she was willing to make restitution, and she said yes. The judge then asked the complainant if he had a bank account to which Linton could make the payment, and he said yes. Linton was then asked whether she had anything to say to the complainant, given that the issue was not just about the monetary loss. It's the feeling of despair, now that you would have been looking forward to his first child that didn't exist. It's betrayal. Oh my goodness. You probably told him it was a boy, the judge said. Yes, I told him it was a boy, Your Honor, Linton replied. The judge then instructed Linton to face the complainant and express what she wanted to say to him. Linton apologized, stating that everyone makes mistakes and that she knew he had been extremely good to her. The complainant, who remained respectful throughout the proceedings, accepted her apology. Linton was sentenced to 1 year in prison on each count, while the sentence was suspended for 3 years. As part of her punishment, an order for restitution in the sum of $750,000 was issued to be paid in monthly installments of $125,000 on the 28th of each month commencing in May and continuing until the sum is paid in full. In the event of her inability to make the payment, there is a likelihood of her being incarcerated until the debt is settled. One day you'll meet a nice young lady, get married, and have all the children you want, the judge then told the complainant before he exited the courtroom. RSU removed St. Thomas crash victims from its database. The Ministry of Transport's Road Safety Unit, RSU, says it has scrubbed from its records the 3 fatalities that resulted from Tuesday's 2-vehicle crash along a section of the Albion Main Road in St. Thomas. The RSU said its decision was based on information it has since received from the police, which indicate that the fatal collision took place on a closed section of a roadway, which is currently under construction. As such, the deaths will not be recorded in the national database and fatal collision statistics. The RSU has explained that it only records fatal accidents when the crash has been reported to the police. The crash occurred on a road open to and used by the public, whether the road is private or public, and the crash involved a vehicle which at the time of the collision was in motion. In the case of the St. Thomas crash, which claimed the lives of 3 men, the RSU noted that it occurred about 6:40 p.m. Tuesday and involved 2 white Toyota Corolla motor cars. The RSU said both vehicles were proceeding along the Albion Main Road in opposite directions. Both vehicles were traveling along the westbound carriage that is currently under construction. On approaching a section of the roadway, it was reported that the Toyota motor car, registered 5205KH, was in the process of overtaking, and whilst in the process of overtaking, both vehicles collided head-on, causing injuries and fatalities, the RSU said. Media reports indicate that up to 11 people were injured in the crash. In the meantime, the RSU said that 135 people have been killed in 123 fatal crashes as of Friday, April 28. This represents an 8% decrease in fatalities and a 5% decline in fatal crashes when compared with the similar period in 2022. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.